This is Law of Attraction Explored. I'm Tim Grimes. If you'd like a free guide that explains the hidden link between relaxation and the Law of Attraction, or if you want more information about my books or my coaching, you can visit RadicalCounselor.com. Enjoy the episode. What can be really interesting about meditation, the way that we're approaching it, which is just this very general, holistic, vibing out way, where you just relax into the moment. What can be interesting about it is that it really doesn't have to feel special, and you can start doing it without trying hard to get into a certain state, or focus your attention, or even take 3 deep breaths or something like that. You don't have to do any of that stuff. We just do our best to relax and see what happens. That's it. So there's zero pressure. The idea of manifesting a specific thing or getting something from the meditation, we aren't even worried about that. We're just being. We can just be. Because the truth of the matter is we're always just being. And we just don't acknowledge that. We don't appreciate that a lot of the time. We're worried about becoming something else or getting somewhere or doing something. The truth is we're just being, we're just here right now. So this very gentle, relaxed, whatever goes type of meditation is, a nice way to acknowledge this being here right now. And it can seem really plain. And that's one reason I like it. My background is a Zen background. And I think one of the things that always interested me about Zen meditation, not all forms of Zen meditation, I suppose, but a lot of, the famous Japanese Zen meditation, Zazen, is you're just sitting. There's not anything to attain. You're just being right now. And I'm not saying that what we're doing right now with this meditation is the same thing as that. I mean, technically speaking, it's probably not. What we're doing is just, laying out, whether we're lying down or sitting down or, standing up, leaning against something or whatever. We're just being. And it feels good not to have to do anything. Not to try to have to force anything. I think because of my background in Zen meditation, a spiritual background which really always emphasized that there's nothing special because everything is special, right? That this moment is special. I think because of that, I usually gravitate towards law of attraction teachings that are kind of mundane. I obviously like it to be practical and for it to intuitively make sense in some practical way in my life. But I also like just this mundane aspect of it. We're just letting it happen. It's all good. We can be laid back about it. It's funny, we get excited sometimes when we hear about a law of attraction technique, whatever it may be. We hear about a technique and it sounds just fantastic, right? And so maybe we get excited about it because we think, oh, I'm going to do this technique and it's going to make me manifest something because it's such a good technique. And in case you can't tell, I usually think when we feel that way, we're deluding ourselves because we have to get beyond the technique, or in the very least get very used to the technique before we can really make a sound judgment of its effectiveness for us. And everybody's different. As we've gone over before, there's no one right technique. But I don't like getting that excited about a technique or a teacher anymore, that excitement can be great, don't get me wrong, but you usually find the value of something after the excitement is gone. And you take a more sober-minded approach to it because you're used to it. I like to be comfortable, And if I'm too excited, it sounds strange, but if I'm too excited, it's hard for me to get comfortable. I remember being on a Zen retreat, and it was a lengthy Zen retreat. It was when I was living at a Zen center. And the theme for the retreat was There is no excitement. There is no excitement. And I like that. That's very exciting to me, that there is no excitement. Just very down to earth, We don't have to go anywhere special. We don't have to elevate to this celestial plane. We're already there. We already have what we need. And in my opinion, we already have what we want. We just have to recognize it more often. And we can easily do that when we relax into the moment. When we relax into now. When we stop with all this judgment. So this is a great way to meditate, Just because it feels good to not be judgmental towards yourself. To notice, oh, all right, maybe my body doesn't feel that good right now, or, maybe my mind is racing, or maybe I have worried thoughts about so-and-so. And that's okay. Whatever. There is no excitement. There is no excitement. Everything's good. This moment is good. And sometimes people say to me, they ask me, well, I don't feel anything when I do this type of meditation. And I tell them, good. That means you're doing it right. Of course you're feeling something. It's just not what you expect to feel because it's not exciting necessarily. This is exciting right now, what we're doing. It doesn't have to feel special. It can just be normal. It can be your normal life. That can be exciting in its own way, even though it's mundane. And I'm not telling you not to go for the gold, If you aspire to be something and it's a pure aspiration, if it's a pure desire, by all means do that, Go for the dream job. Go for the perfect relationship. Go for the increased salary. Go for all those things. But appreciate the mundaneness, how mundane the process is. Appreciate that. That's what this is all about a lot of the time. This is just smooth and steady. Smooth and steady. And when I talk about it like this, it probably seems like common sense, and that is because it is common sense. But again, it's what we often do not see when we're finding out about these various fascinating law of attraction principles. Everybody's so excited, and it's, we're going to manifest this thing so quickly and change your life, completely transform your life, manifest whatever you want. That's just lazy bullshit language most of the time. It's not true. You so rarely see it work like that. The way it works is mundane most of the time, and mundane is good. Even people who do spectacular things, the process of that spectacular thing happening usually seems pretty mundane. It's only in retrospect usually that we look back and we go, oh my gosh, that was miraculous. The process is usually just going to be very normal feeling, but normal feeling in a good way, where you feel engaged in the moment, you feel gratified by the moment, and you feel abundant. And this is what this kind of gentle meditation can bring out in us. It just brings out the obviousness of all of this, the normalcy of it, the day-to-day goodness of getting up, living your life, and then going to bed. There is no excitement. Likewise, there's no one who is special. You don't have to put anybody up on a pedestal, including yourself. You can just embrace this moment and realize that is enough. Everybody is special, but nobody's special above that specialness. It's the same thing we see with a lot of law of attraction, teachings, where people make a big deal out of a certain person or teacher. It's the equivalent of saying, oh, you can manifest whatever you want in a very short period of time. It's just, it's bullshit. Nobody's special. There is no excitement. This is it. This is it right here. This is good. This is more than just good, honestly. This is it. This is God. So let's embrace our normalcy. Embrace our humanness. Recognize there's nothing wrong with us. That's what I like to relax into that. It's not a special state. It's this moment. It's normal. It's right now. And when we get down to it and stop judging ourselves, it feels good.